Hello everyone, and I am very pleased to introduce Dr. Rishtie Shah with you, another DBMCI mind, and with a very amazing rank 92 in the recent INI-CET November 2022. So, heartiest congratulations, Rishtie.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
What is your feeling now?
Very relaxed.
Relaxed. Yeah, I can understand. I think this was your first attempt along with the internship.
Yes,
So
yes.
when you get such amazing rank along with the internship, I think this is a sigh of relief, yeah?
Yeah, it is.
All right. So we would like you to elaborate your journey from where you started and how did you manage your postings along with your preparation?
I joined DBMCI in my second year for the pre-foundation course.
All right.
So I studied at the Bhopal Center in my second year, covered first and second subjects, second year subjects over there. Then third and fourth year, I switched. I like during lockdown, I was using Maro. Internship में, from the beginning of internship, I started preparing like for the INI-CET. That time I used tnds for short subjects, and I studied my anatomy from Ashwini sir. It was very good. It removed all the fear of anatomy which I had. Did tnds for short subjects like ophthalmology, anesthesia, and made my like short notes which could be revised before the exam. Anesthesia, radiology, completely from those portions. And other subjects like surgery, ANATS TND, mock test. I was giving GTs regularly from the beginning of internship.
Okay. So Rishti, how much do you think is important to start your preparation early? Like you started early from the first year itself, and you did the classes. First of all, how much beneficial you think that classes were?
They were quite beneficial in building up the concepts, because I think path pharma especially takes you long way, like makes medicine, surgery stuff easier. So if you start at the right time, the concepts are clear. You don't have to work from the beginning. You just need to revise in your internship. So it's like zero se nahi chalu hota. You have a concept to build on. You have a base. So you just need
And
to
moreover,
make it in
these
a focused
subjects,
manner in
yeah.
regard of the exam you're preparing for. Like you have already studied the content.
Hmm.
When you filter out according ki aap kya is for the exam.
And what did you like best in Ashwini sir's class? Like he's the legend of anatomy. Everybody likes his class. What did you like in mostly in his class?
The way he teaches the diagrams, the cut sections, everything, it made it so much easier. Like anatomy was the horror of the first year,
Yes, yes.
and it made it so simple कि फिर डर तो नहीं लगा.
डर तो नहीं लगा. That is the beauty of a faculty that he has changed that anatomy. वो जो horror था, I think that is completely out of sight after his class. And which subject you like most in second year?
Second year pathology. I
Pathology.
attended Sushant Soni sir's classes that time back in 2019. Live classes, they were very good. Even pharma classes, Saurabh Bhatia sirs were very good. I enjoyed my second year there.
Enjoyed. And because, basic sciences are the subjects which are frequently asked in INI-CET.
Yes.
Okay. So, and what about the TNDs? Which TNDs you liked most?
I liked ANAT, TND, and especially ANAT. The main classes were also very good. So TND was also very good. But short subjects like anesthesia and radiology, the TNDs were so much sufficient that adding on from the previous year questions for about topics made my notes utna concise. Like for especially anesthesia, radiology, opthal, I just studied those TNDs along with the matter that I had added from the previous years.
Okay.
So those were my short notes for those subjects. And it really helped a lot because last time you don't get time to revise the entire your bada wala notes.
Mm.
So TNDs were quite helpful for short subjects especially.
Okay. Acha, how did you manage your daily preparation? Like, it's somewhat difficult to prepare along with the internship. So how you used to manage along with it?
I won't say that it was always like you can study the same every day during internship because duties differ every month. The amount of work differs every time. So, like, you need to study throughout. Maybe hectic duties के साथ time कम मिलेगा, but you need to utilize that also because वो break लग जाता है तो momentum वापस आने में time लगेगा.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like when you have short subjects, electives going on, the duties are easier. You can utilize more time. We used to do night duties together to take the post night offs together so that we can get a good amount of time to study.
Mm-hmm.
Medicine surgery was really hectic for those 3 months. There was very little time to study. But yeah, I used to make sure that I do something at least. Duty के बीच में time मिला तो you do the Q bank और जो भी पढ़ रहे हो, do something about it. Like कुछ would add to something.
कभी लो लगता था किसी दिन पढ़ाई नहीं हो पाती होगी इंटर्नशिप में
Yeah,
तो फीलिंग डिमोटिवेटेड और लो
yeah.
so how you used to manage that because that is again a very common question that the students wants to ask.
I felt low quite a number of times. बीच में ऐसा एक phase आया था when I thought कि ठीक है अभी अगर नहीं होता it's fine we'll see it later. क्या करें? But yeah, you need to have a very supportive group of people. Family supported a lot. My friends supported a lot. I was at a point once कि I don't think इस बार I would be able to do duties इतना hectic चल रहा है ये हो रहा है. But my friend, you can do it. तुझे हो जाएगा. तू कर ले. You can do it. You're very near. I know you'll do it. Family supported a lot. Siblings supported a lot. You need people who trust on you. And yeah, when you feel low, ले लो थोड़ा break. Don't go get burned out. You need time for yourself. थोड़ा time लो, you start again.
Okay. So, Rishti, how much time you used to put in revising the notes and how much time in the questions?
Questions earlier, like initial months of my internship started on 1st Jan. So for the initial few months, I used to do my first reading of the subject along with the question banks. When I completed my first reading, then I was doing previous every subject with the previous year questions of INI. So
Okay.
I kind of prepared, like revised according to the previous year questions, marking the important things. So after my first reading, my questions which I used to do were mostly from the PYQs and the GTs. So I was earlier like GT reviews karna, and I was earlier giving GTs like once a month. After my first reading, I was giving GTs twice, like fortnightly, and during the last few months, it was like once weekly.
Okay. And how much time you used to give for reviewing the GTs?
Initially, during the initial months, it used to take a lot of time to review it. But first reading के बाद जैसे जिस दिन GT दिया उसी दिन पूरा दिन बैठ के used to review it, or sometimes I used to keep the review portion that duty के बीच बीच में I'll do it. So I used to complete it within like same day अगर मैं पूरा दिन लेके बैठूं, otherwise within 2-3 days.
So how did you like the quality of the questions in the test?
I liked them, especially the INI mock was like the real paper ka feeling. I
Okay.
liked it.
So quality of questions was similar to the main examination.
Even the TND questions were very good.
Okay.
Especially the opthal TND made me realize ki how do you think? How do you go about thinking?
Okay.
How do you approach it actually? Because uh, in AIMS, opthal is a short subject along with final year. We don't study it for the entire third year. So it was a very good help, that TND.
Thank you so much. Actually, my main aim was this only, that anybody can teach, but I wanted to teach the approach, how you should think when you get a
It
clinical.
felt like attending the clinics which was missed during COVID. So it actually made me feel ki, yeah, this is how you go about it, because opthal was just like कि पढ़ के दे दिया बस.
Yeah. So Thank you so much. And I really wanted to do the same, and it went to you. So that's very good. All right. So Rishti, one very important thing that I on behalf of so many people want to ask, that what did you revise in the last 15 days? Like when we study, we started from that time. Okay. And
Yeah.
then you are there in the last 15 days, and we have a hub of things. You have done notes, you have done tnds, you have done tests. So now what to revise in the last 15 days?
My plan was 13th November was the exam day. So my plan was 1st November to 10th November, I'll revise it once. 11th and 12th, I'll keep it for the most volatile stuff like cancers, staging, scores, vagera, vagera. So the plan was कि first 10 days में first 3 days I'll keep for 4 days I'll keep for first and second year because they are the most weightage wala stuff. Then I did like all the short subjects in 2 days. So you need to have your notes which are utna concise that you can rely on them ki you can cover it. Because for short subjects, if you give 2 days, you need to do almost 4 subjects in a day. So your notes shouldn't take more than 2 to 3 hours max. So you should keep concising your stuff and your notes should be ki you can revise it and just don't go up. Like you should know in the mahine mein ki what you need to revise, kya, like based on the PYQs. And for the final year subjects, I like obs gynae, surgery, medicine, didn't focus on it for the last 10 days. Usme sirf important portion I did. So just covered the all the 19 subjects once in those 10 days ki exam mein aisa feel hai that you saw it. And last 2 days I kept once for anatomy taki वो भूल ना जाए and ophthalmology.
So one more important thing, which subjects did you feel like everybody has a different forgettables and the volatiles, but what subjects were most volatile for you?
Most volatile for me were anatomy,
And
anesthesia, and opthal.
मुझे लग रहा था कि ऑप्थेल क्यों नहीं आया. All right. So anatomy, anesthesia, and opthel. And but you were able to revise them from the notes in the last few days?
Yeah, like I kept for the last second day opthal once एक बार देख के जाएंगे, last day की एक बार we'll see through anat, FMT के IPCs and sections वगैरह, all the cancer staging scoring systems for the last day.
All right. तो रिश्ती, अपनी जर्नी से क्या लगता है कि what is the most important thing that you learned from your journey and from the challenges that you faced during your journey?
That highs and lows keep coming and they will come, but you shouldn't give up. Just keep continuing with it. Because there was a point when, yeah, you should look back and realize where you started and now where you are. It has made a difference. Bhale, you didn't get that much time to study, but jo mil raha hai, it's making some difference. And to keep doing that consistently and maintaining that calm before the exam. The last few days are so stressful, but somehow you need to maintain that peace. There should be people around you who help you you stay calm. That's very important because what I felt ki you might study everything, but if the last day you freak out in the paper, it's just gone. So that's very important along with preparing.
Yeah. So how much importance will you give to the PYQs?
I think they are very important because I remember during my first reading, I read the entire notes. जब मैं वापस आई, I realized ये क्या हुआ? तो कुछ मालूम ही नहीं लग रहा. So you need to know what to focus on. It's not like you do only the PYQs. You should know the topics which are important and you need to focus on. You just can't go around the lake कि तुम सब पढ़ लोगे because the course is very fast and with internship there's just 11 months to study.
So it is important to focus on the high yield topics and the
Yeah, you should know which is definitely like important and this you should know.
Yeah. So I mean to say that is it important to focus just on the PYQs and the high yield topics in the last 1 month or the last 15 days?
Yes, it is, but it like when you studied things, you feel like gut feeling hota hai ki this is also important. So I think
हाँ.
your notes should contain the PYQs, like important stuff, and along with जो तुम्हें ऐसा gut feeling देते हैं कि yeah, you felt कि ये आ सकता है. So I think, and if you see the entire thing,
रिश्ती, एक बात बताओ कि गट फीलिंग कैसे आती है कि ये इम्पोर्टेंट है?
I don't know because जैसे कॉलेज में
क्योंकि
जिस
वो
चीज पे
देखा
कभी
होगा,
कभी
क्योंकि वो देखा
कॉलेज में कभी
होगा।
कभी स्ट्रेस जिस चीज पे किया जाता है, बट यू नेवर सॉ इट इन सम PYQ. ऐसा लगता है कॉलेज में तो इस पे इतना फोकस किया था, इट मस्ट बी इम्पोर्टेंट.
हाँ,
या फिर और व्हेन यू स्टडी समथिंग एंड यू फील लाइक ओ ये तो अच्छा है, तो
अच्छा
इट्स
है।
लाइक ये तो आ सकता है.
ओके, ऑलराइट. सो any important message that you would like to give your juniors and your colleagues who were not able to make this time?
आई थिंक जस्ट डोंट गेट डिसहार्टेंड. ऊपर नीचे चलता रहता है, थिंग्स टेक टाइम, बट जब होगा यू विल गेट थ्रू इट एंड जस्ट कीप डूइंग इट.
Okay. So wonderful journey, Rishti. Wonderful message. And we wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. Heartiest congratulations from whole of the team DBMCI.